Hi all, it's Sonia. I have been asked by some people, excuse me, how I make these textured journals. Excuse me. Here is a blue one. And I'm sorry I have to film this during the evening and my light is not really good. But the video I made today wasn't okay, so I mean that I made during the day. So yeah, and this one. And on the inside they are similar painted and sprayed pages with lace and fabric on the edges here and there, some embellishments. There are some pockets, tuck spots, things like that. This is a tuck spot. Here is also a tuck spot. Okay, and the blue one. This, let me grab a tag. This is a pocket here and some embellishments. This is also a pocket. So yeah, that's that. So I will try again. Whoops, sorry. I will try again to make a video about how I made them. So what you do is you take a book that you want to work with. Of course, you don't want to read that book anymore, or the subject is just not interesting, whatever. So you got it. If you don't know how to do that, there are many videos on YouTube, very good videos on how to gut a book. You just, cut here and here, take the inside, use the cover for something else, and you are left with this. So first you want to count, actually to decide how many pages you want for your front cover. It bends, of course, like this, but you will add things to the front and the back, so you will strengthen the cover, of course. But I take about 6, 7, 8 pages. Here I just added a paperclip, just to know that this is going to be my cover. Then you take one page. What I do is I take a ruler and I just tear the pages. Okay, let me show you somewhere. I started making this one, actually tearing the pages, in my first video, but it didn't work out, so never mind. Okay, here we have the middle. I like to glue those two pages together. I don't want to tear here where the stitching is. But so how you start, you take one page, flip it over, then put a roller down, okay, and just tear. You don't worry about, this being straight or not. It doesn't matter. Turn another page, take another two, and tear. That's all. And you do that a couple of times. It all depends on how thick you want your journal page to be. So here I have one, then I took out 2 pages, second, then I took out 2 pages, third one, took out 2 pages, again the same thing, and that's that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages that are going to be glued together like this. You just take your glue, whatever glue you want, of course, and just do it like this, roughly. Nothing special. Oh, I have some glue on my desk. Let me just wipe it down. Okay. Then you continue doing that with your pages. Press it down. Okay. Then here we have that little part. We don't care about that. And when I glue the pages, I don't go all the way to the edge. I leave a little bit of space here. I'll do it slowly. Because you will need that space later, right? I press, let me check, okay, and that's the end of that page that we created, okay? We do the same thing with the cover. Just quickly and roughly gluing the book pages together. And of course, if later you have some space you want to add more glue to, you can do it. No problem. Right? Okay, I have one more. And that's that. Okay. So we have our cover and the first page, and then you go and do the same thing until you've reached the end. All right. Let me check my time. Okay. So here is another book that I started making, and on the front and on the back, what I like to do is I like to add my handmade paper first. And why that is, it's because it has texture to it, and it's also very lightweight. So, if I would just add a lot of texture paste, maybe it wouldn't be that heavy, but I don't know, it would be too thick, and I prefer to add my handmade paper. Of course, you don't need to have handmade paper. You can do just texture paste. You can do any kind of paper. You could crunch it up, some whatever kind of paper you want to use and glue that. But in this case, I am using my handmade paper. So I just see what I need, how much of it I need, and I just glue it down. Okay, I made a mess, but never mind. It doesn't matter because I will cover that with something else. So I just keep adding that until I am satisfied with it. You can use cardboard, you can use anything. You could also use cereal box, but the point is with what I'm doing to have texture. So, oops, sorry. As you can see here, there is some paper showing. I added some texture paste over that, but there is still, some paper showing, and just adding to that look that I want. So here what I've done, I glued the paper. I actually added some more pieces, here and there, and whatever, like that. And then I glued down. I'm sorry, I did this today, but as I said, the video was, for some reason, the video was upside down. That's why I couldn't upload it. So I have to now make another one. But I just added this piece of cardboard, just regular cardboard that you take a layer out like this, just to expose these ridges, whatever they are called, and then you glue that down. Then I added a paper clip. This is a metal something that I found. This is a rubber toy, like a tire from a toy car. And this not very successful handmade doily. Then I did paint a little bit this cardboard, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to paint the whole thing again. So I've left the tails because I want more texture. I want everything to look really kind of mixed media, and all kinds of things there. So I should actually add more things to this, and I will. But I don't think I would have time to do that right now. Let me just try and do at least something. What could I, maybe this here, no. Maybe, yeah, okay, why not? It's all about play, of course. It's always about playing and having fun. Why else would we do what we do? With making journals, we gotta have fun. Right, that looks good. And of course, if you paint, as I will now, over this, and you still feel like you're missing something, you can always go back and add stuff and then paint over that. So no problem. And as you can see, I'm not using any special tools or anything. This is just a regular paint brush. I just like, and it's really old, but it still works. I don't care. I like it. So, and what I'm using now is gesso with a little bit of acrylic paint, beige acrylic paint. It's a leftover from another project, and I can use something else, some other color later, so this doesn't matter. And I always have some scrap piece of paper or whatever to clean my brush on, because later you can use this as well in a project. So let me just quickly, I'm sorry for the noise, but I have to dry this up a little bit. Okay, so now I don't like these edges too much, and I think I'm going to add, no, I will add some more texture paste. And I don't want to cover this part, but you know, just a little bit here and there. And while the texture paste is still wet, you can add more embellishments or small pieces to it. So they will be stuck. Oops. I hope my head isn't in the frame. Alright, let me turn it. Okay. Yep. Let's keep this tail here. Why not? We like it that way. Not bad. I will have to go back to that one, but for now it's not bad. And of course you have to let it dry before you do anything else, except adding something. And you know, I always have all kinds of scraps, even the tiniest ones. This is a piece of a doily, and you can always add those things too. As I said, this is wet, so I can just press that into the texture paste, and maybe here a little paper heart. This is just a piece of something, I mean a paper that was punched with a paper punch, of course. Another tiny scrap of paper that will be glued down. So these journals are great for using even the tiniest scraps that you have. some of you may know, I like to recycle. I just hate that the the mankind is destroying the earth, and I really think that we all need to do something about it. So I do try to recycle as much as I can, and okay, I'll stop here with this. And yeah, I just want to help as much as I can. It's really important to me, and I like to while I recycle, I like to do it in an artistic way. So my art is really influenced by that. Very much. And this is very calming. I'm kind of meditating, looking where you want to add more texture or more paint or more embellishments. Okay, I will stop with this cover now because I'll be out of time otherwise. So yeah, oh, I was off frame a little bit, I'm sorry. So here it is. It's a start. And it doesn't look like much now, but when it's painted, then it really looks great. It looks wonderful. I will leave this one to dry. And this is another one that I'm still working on. I hope that you can see in this horrible light that I have. I added fabric to the spine to reinforce the spine. That I always do. And this one still needs a piece of lace or something over this fabric, just to add, more decoration. But here on the back I have my strips of handmade paper and some lace here and here, and it's all been painted. I will just, of course, add something. I'll just use this ugly scrap, never mind, to oh, as a closure, yeah, some strip of fabric, or you can add, of course, lace or ribbon, whatever you want. And then what I like to do is to add, and I don't have that now, never mind, this will be good. For example, a heart, to not only to cover that up. I don't really have to cover it up. It's not going to be ugly or anything, but I like to add a heart to the back. I just like it, as I did here with this one. Actually, two hearts, but never mind. Okay, and on the front I have handmade paper. There is a paper flower, punched flower here and here. I don't know if you can see a butterfly, one type of lace here, then another type of lace over that. This is a die cut. Let me take one. Okay, here it is. It's just a cardboard, recycled cardboard, and I added that, and then a piece of fabric you know, just on top of that. Then this wooden flower, and I filled this hole with some glittery, not glittery, oh my god, stars, like sparkly stars. And then I added like a lacquer, I think that's the word. Anyway, you can add glossy accents, which I don't have, or UT, which I do have, but I wanted this one. Never mind. That's what I did. You could, of course, add something else, but I wanted to use this wooden flower, and I like that it's raised. Yeah. And as you can see, I painted, yeah, and this here is this thing, fruit mash from a kiwi box that you buy in grocery stores. Yeah, I added that also, then painted over it with gesso. And now, as I said, I need to add some lace here, and then I can finish the whole piece with whichever color I want. I still don't know, I'm not sure. And yeah, one of the most important things, actually, I forgot to tell you, is you can see here, basically every page has something, either on the edge here or on top here. Here also, here's just a piece of fabric. Also here, where's the lace? No, this one is without lace. Here's the lace on the back. Yeah, I have lace in this other journal peeking out. I hope you can see that. Oh, there's the page. Can you see that? Also here on top, right? Okay, so you do that like this. We glue down our pages, and we have this gap, you know, that's not glued down. So now you can take whatever material you want. It can be a strip of fabric. Well, not this one, but you get the point, right? And you can just add that. Okay, this is too wide. Right. So you just add that to that space that you have. Wait, okay. Right, and there you have it. I'm not going to glue this one down now because I still don't know how this journal is going to look. Maybe it, you know, maybe I will do it with lace, like this, right? Is that showing? Yeah. So what you do, you add your glue to the bottom, you add your glue to the top part, then insert whatever you wish to insert, right? And then just, whoops, press, and then you have your thing peeking out. Okay, so that's pretty much what I can do right now. This is my first ever tutorial, and I really hope this was helpful. Let me just try and show you just a little bit more if I find one. Okay, this will do. Okay, so here I have this lace. This is, for me, it's too thin for this journal. I want to add something like this to it, but not this piece. There is some other lace. Well, maybe it would work. Yeah, well, maybe it would. Okay, let me try. We'll see. So this piece was a border on a cushion cover, and I didn't like that cover, and never throw away pieces like this because you will use them in your journals. Yeah. So I didn't like that cushion, and I decided to recycle that. So it has a new life now. It's a good cotton hand crocheted lace, and so why would I waste it? Now it has a purpose. Am I in frame? Not really. Okay, so here we go. Just add glue. This glue is marvelous. I love this glue. It works great with paper, with fabric, and it's a wood glue actually. But for me, it's absolutely wonderful. Okay, we will check if it goes well to our front. Yes, it does. To our back. Yes, it does. So now I will just glue that down a bit better. Okay. Right. Okay. And here also. Just press that. And I'm not going to finish everything now, but as I said, you get the point. I will add more glue here. It will all be fixed nicely, and this will be a very interesting journal. See, the pages are quite sturdy. They all have something peeking here and there, and I will add more paint to to the sides also, so these fibers and the fabric will also be more strengthened up, more sturdy. Not that there's anything wrong with them now, but I don't know. I just like them that way when they have some paint on them. So yeah, you get the point. This page needs more paint or gesso. I don't care about this. Things like these just happen, There's no perfection in these journals, which is actually the best thing about them as far as I'm concerned. why is that? That's because I was always a good girl. I was a good student, and I did everything kind of by the book. And then when I, let's say, discovered, well, not discovered art, I was always into art, but when I started making journals, actually, many years ago, I embraced that kind of free, imperfect style, let's call it like that, because it's my way of just being free and having fun. So this is a nice page here. It's painted and with sprays that are going to be added. The script on it, the letters, are going to be even less visible, as is the case in this journal, for example. But you're still going to see some of it, and I really love that. To me, that adds even more character to the journal. And the text that is under the paint uh, does not disturb anything. You can write over that really nicely, yet it's still seen a little bit, and it's like a part of history. It's still preserved in this journal, and when you write over that, you add more history to it. And to me, that's amazing. So I'm going to stop here. This video is already too long. It's going to take way too much time to upload. But I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, of course, ask. I will do my best to answer all of them. And hopefully there will be more tutorials coming, because I do make all kinds of things, and I would like to share them with you, because I have learned a lot from many people on YouTube and anywhere on the internet, and I think it is only fair to um, give something back. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, hopefully this video will work. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.